Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Captain Dr. Spock. We are playing the Fishing Planet, but today's a little more toned down. Because I got a story for you guys. I got a fish also, right off the bat. That's what I'm talking about. That's how we start out these awesome days, I tell you. Well, awesome for some, not all. Because the story I'm about to tell you guys is pretty much how I started out my day today. This is a nice fish. He ain't giving up. Once I get this fish in here, we'll get this story going. Ooh, yeah. Oh, by the way, earlier today I caught a 2-pounder axe. But today I was just about to start recording this video, but it wasn't gonna be about this today. We'll make that video later. And I see the dog go run across the front yard, so I have to jump up and go take care of that because the dog's only supposed to be in the backyard. And I go take care of it, I come back, and me and Nushka, sorry, his name's Nushka, I call him Nuke though. I pick him up and we go stand in the window, and it's more because he doesn't got a collar yet, so he doesn't get to go outside. So I'll stand in an open window with him so he can sit there and smell outside. Well, while we're standing there, the smell of burning garbage and plastic is in the air, and I could swear I hear someone screaming for help. And when I say that, I mean it sounds far off, and you can't really make out what's being said in a sense. And so I put the cat down, and I go back to the window, and I really listen, and I all of a sudden, clear as day, hear the word help being called out. And so I jump into my pants, I throw shoes on, and I sprint to my end of the... Ooh, very nice. Look at that. That's a good one. That's a good one. Very nice. I sprint to the end of my driveway. Excuse me, I'm sorry if you heard that. And I look down the road, all I see is smoke. Just a plume of smoke down the road. I run back into the house and I tell the girl's dad to call 911. And I go running back down the road. As I show up at this house on the corner, there are 2 people already standing outside on their phones, and I'm thinking to myself, like, okay, cool, so the person's already made it outside. And pretty much as I come to a stop from running, the little old lady tells me that the guy's still in there. And so, oh, yeah, that's a nice one. We're just gonna stop fishing for a second. But she tells me that the guy is still in there. And so I run up through the gate, and as I run up to the gate, hello sir, are you there? And I hear him all of a sudden, he's yelling. And so as I come up to the porch, I come around the corner, and he's laying down in the middle of the doorway, in the inside of the house. And there is smoke pluming out of halfway, from the top half all the way to the middle half of the door. There's smoke pluming out. And so instinct just told me that I need to get in there and I need to get that guy out of there. So I come in low and I get my arm around his neck and his left armpit, and he's a big guy, and my arm already hurt. Like, I hurt already every day. I live in pain, but I'm not gonna let this guy die. And so I try and I get to the point where I'm getting overtaken by smoke and I can't breathe, and I actually had to step away for a second. And the guy's still screaming and he's screaming and he's screaming about his stuff though. And I had to step out into the yard, take a deep breath, get some air, and I looked around and there's just people standing out in the street. And I screamed, "Can I get some help?" And I run back over to the guy and I go back to trying to get him out of the house, and now he's gone quiet on me. He stops yelling, and I know that now I need to get him out of this house because he's now become unresponsive. And so I give it all I got, and I get his head around the wall. And what was stuck is like basically think of like the doorway being stuck on your shoulder, and your head's past that on the inside of the house. And he was so heavy I couldn't get him on the other side of that. And I gave it all I got, and I got his head on the outside. And right when I got his head outside the house, he instantly takes a deep breath, and I start working on getting him out of the house the best I can. And I feel bad that I had to drag him, but I'm not going to let him get burned or, suffocate and die. So I did everything I could to pull him onto the porch. I get him onto the porch, and at least he's breathing and he's talking, and he was burned. And someone came up and started to help me try and pull him, and I kind of then I guess one of the neighbors came up and told me he had a bad back, so we stopped trying to pull him. But we got him safely away to where only his ankles were in the doorway of the house instead of his whole body. Thankfully, at about that same exact time, the fire department showed up, and that's when they started doing their things. And in the midst of all this chaos, I do remember asking the gentleman that was in the house, like, "Hey, is there anybody in the house? Is there anybody else? Are you the only one?" And he said yes, he was the only person in the house. And so there was relief there. And when the firemen showed up, I found one that was in between, moving hoses and doing something. I said, "Hey," I asked him already. He said nobody else was in the house, and gave me the copy Roger, and went on doing his thing. And for me, I was like, okay, well, this is all out of my hands. I have to go. I have to go get out of the way now. There's nothing I can do. And so I came back to the house. I jumped in the shower. I hacked up some black stuff, but I knew what I had to do. I had to get that hot shower. I was using the steam to get that shit out of my lungs, and I I might sound a little rough, and I might cough a couple times while I record this, but I basically made myself puke, and I hacked up as much as I possibly could, and I got to the point where I was only hacking up just regular loogies. I'm sorry if that's disgusting, but I gotta let you guys know I'm okay. And I did what I had to do to get, healthy again there. But yeah, that's the first time in a long time that water has ever come off of me that black. But yeah, the fire department, ambulances came, everything is taken care of. They've cleared out. I had this possible chance I saved a man's life today. Very possible chance I saved a man's life today. Look at that fish. Oh yeah, look at that fish. But yeah, that's how I started my day out, guys. Hell of a day, right? I want to thank you all for stopping in. I want to thank my subscribers. You guys are amazing. If you're not a subscriber, I want to thank you for stopping in. You're still pretty damn amazing. If you're not a subscriber, you should think about subscribing, though. You get those notifications when I upload, and I don't only upload Fishing Planet, so there's all sorts of fun to be had here and there. Yeah, guys. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think of this story, and if you've ever done anything heroic and courageous and just kinda, second nature took over and you just went into automated do what you do mode, which, it's not like you've practiced or rehearsed it, but you somehow just did what you had to do and got it done. I'd love to hear the stories. Like I say, I love hearing stories. Let me know. Like right now, there's the fire truck and ambulance. I'm turning around right now. But yeah. Sorry, brain fart. But yeah, leave a comment down below, let me know. Also, hit that like button if you enjoyed the story. But yeah, guys, thank you very much for stopping in. You guys have a great day. I'm gonna have a great day myself, and I will catch you guys all on the flip side. This is Captain Dr. Spock, signing out.